Alright, y'all, so after 4 thermostats in a year, I've given up, and we are going restrictor plate before we end up with another head gasket failure. This should be pretty straightforward. Got a flat head on here, unpop your intake air temperature sensor, pop off that there, intake tube, 13 millimeter, take these 2 bolts out, pop this in there, make sure you replace the gasket, make sure you get the old gasket out, put the breather hole at a 12 o'clock position, so upwards, upwards, upwards. Go ahead and tighten these bolts back down with some thread locker, not a lot, just a dot will do you, and 110 inch-pounds is the torque spec. Okay, once you got your old thermostat out, you got everything bolted down, don't forget to bleed the system, top off your reservoir to an appropriate level, you know, maybe right there, and then go ahead and pop this off until until all the air bubbles are out and it's just a steady flow. Then put this back on. You don't have to put thread lockers, some people do, some people put sealant. I personally don't. I've never really had a problem with it. The only thing I have problems with are thermostats. Even the expensive ones like to fail. We are going to go ahead and boil test this and see if it did fail or if I have a bigger problem. Stay tuned. Okay, once you get a steady flow of coolant coming out of here, go ahead and put that back in. I tighten it back down with a 6 till it's almost snug. Then I put my 1/4 inch drive back in there and I tighten it till it makes a little metal on metal noise like this. As a mechanic, I know that noise as these threads are about to give out noise, and thus they must be pretty locked up. Go ahead and put your air intake back on, plug it back in. This here IAT sensor, air intake temperature sensor. If you care about the car, you might disconnect the battery when you do this. I personally am fed up with it, so put that back on, put this back, go ahead and put your tools back in the side pocket of the door where you always keep them, because your car is also an expensive piece. Okay, so the part that we're replacing the thermostat with is 797 Performance Parts and Accessories Gen 3 Hemi Thermostat Delete / cooling system flow controller. You got 3 sizes. Allegedly the smallest one's the best or most used. I personally live in a winter climate and plan for the car to be my winter beater, so in the box you get 3 different sizes restrictor plates. The red's the smallest. Red, black, blue. Got up to normal operating temperature. I'm going to say that was well worth the money considering all the thermostats I've gone through in the last year. And I think that restrictor plate was under 50 bucks, so can't wait to see how it works in the winter.